MotorGuide trolling motors have been a fan favorite for many years. The MotorGuide X5 bow mount trolling motor arrived with a large amount of hype and expectations because it was supposed to improve upon the MotorGuide X3. But has it lived up to those expectations? Anglers stand on both sides of this debate. You have those who wouldn't trade their Xi5 trolling motor for the world, and you have those who swore to never purchase another MotorGuide product after owning this one. The standard features or MSRP of $2,299.99 weren't the focus of the argument. As you will see in our MotorGuide X5 review, the quality or lack thereof and poor customer service are the primary complaints we have for the Xi5. MotorGuide X5 bow mount trolling motor overview. For a mid-range trolling motor, the MotorGuide X5 offers many features that we've come to expect from more expensive trolling motors. However, MotorGuide copied many features from Minn Kota's line of trolling motors, and their quality still fell short of Minn Kota. With that said, let's continue to determine if your hard-earned money is worth investing into this trolling motor. As anglers, a trolling motor has become a tool we can't live without. They help us stay on track or locked in on a specific location and allow us to catch more fish. While we would all love to have a large fishing budget, many of us are forced to stay within a specific price range, which means we must compromise on some features. No matter your budget, keeping the following things in mind will help you steer your trolling motor purchase in the right direction. Pun intended. If your trolling motor is noisy above and below the water's surface, you will spook fish, which means fewer fish in the boat. Ideally, your new trolling motor should be silent to avoid this costly pitfall. If you don't purchase a quiet trolling motor, then you will be forced to make longer casts to avoid scaring fish off before you've had a chance to catch them. Despite the Xi5 not being a brushless motor, it still offers anglers quiet operation. A trolling motor should be easy to use, whether that is deploying or stowing it or how easily it steers your base boat. If you become tired from operating your trolling motor, it will make fishing less fun, and that's a travesty. Fishing is fun and should remain fun. No matter if you're running your trolling motor on a 24 or 36-volt system, you want the batteries to last at least a full day of fishing. Fishing effectively from a boat without a trolling motor is nearly impossible, so don't purchase a trolling motor that drains your batteries and cuts your fishing trip short. The standard features for a trolling motor will vary depending on your budget, but you should strive to purchase the features that benefit you the most for the lowest price. Let's be honest, some of the high-end trolling motors would be awesome to own, but how many of the features would you use consistently? So don't waste your money on features you're not going to use anyways. The MotorGuide X5 series of trolling motors are considered mid-range. This means they offer many features that the average angler can benefit from without breaking the bank. Anglers have the option of a freshwater or saltwater model, various shaft lengths, and a factory weedless propeller, as well as many other trolling motor features like the saltwater models are extra protected against corrosion by sealing the electronics and using corrosion-resistant materials. The saltwater version of the Xi5 only offers shaft lengths of 48, 54, 60, and 72. Besides being white, the saltwater models have the same features as the freshwater models. Like other trolling motor companies, MotorGuide gives you the option to run the Xi5 using 24 volts or 36 volts. Using 24 volts, you're going to get 80 pounds thrust, while using 36 volts, you're going to reach 100 FIVOBs thrust. Electric steering allows the MotorGuide Xi5 trolling motor to be more agile and responsive than competitors. So basically, you can change direction much easier and quicker because of the variable ratio steering, VRS. If you're not careful, you can throw yourself out of the boat. So be sure you have your balance before changing directions. MotorGuide claims the trolling motor shaft is indestructible because it's made from a composite material and offers a lifetime warranty to back it up. It might bend, but it won't break after hitting submerged rocks or stumps. This is fantastic because no matter how cautious you are, there are always submerged structures you didn't see, and you run the risk of hitting them with your trolling motor. This mechanism absorbs most of the force from running into underwater structures. It will allow the shaft to break away from its normal position after impacting an immovable underwater object. This adds to the protection of your shaft and motor. While it's not as handy as the Lawrence version that automatically readjusts after impact, it's still beneficial to have for those inevitable moments on the water. While the MotorGuide Xi5 is missing several features that we expect from high-end trolling motors, it comes at a much more affordable price. Let's be honest. How often do we use all the fancy features of more expensive trolling motors? If you're a MotorGuide lover and fish for fun on the weekends or only fish jackpot tournaments once in a while, then the Xi5 is worth checking out. However, we highly recommend the Garmin Force or the Lawrence Ghost if you need more out of your trolling motor. If you have any questions about our MotorGuide X5 review, be sure to leave them in the comments below.